I'd like to welcome you all back to Water Your Soil. So I wanted to discuss something in this video. I've been seeing something for the past 2 years, and I really haven't shared an opinion on it, but I'm deciding to do it in this video, and this is probably going to be the last time that I touch on this unless someone asks me to touch on it again in the future. But more than likely, this will probably be the last time that I touch on this subject. So all throughout social media, for the last 2 years, I have seen this question. And the question is, would you rather have $100,000 or an 800 credit score? Now I ask that again. Would you rather have $100,000 or an 800 credit score? 800 or above, I would say. Now, my opinion on this matter is, the answers to this question, there's no right or wrong, and I'll explain further along in this video why I believe there's no right or wrong answer. One thing that I have been seeing in regards to this question all over social media and even out in society, I've been seeing this as well, is if someone says that they rather have the 800 credit score, they're oftentimes condemned for it. Like people would say, oh, why would you pick that 800 credit score over cash? That's stupid. No way I would do something like that. Why would you do that? That makes no sense. That's not smart. You have people who pick cash. You have a lot of people who pick the $100,000 cash. But you also have people who say, an 800 credit score, because they look at credit different than what they look at cash. Now, one thing that I did notice when it comes to the subject is I don't think people are paying attention to why the answer to that question is strictly subjective. It depends on circumstances. And a lot of people, I think they ignore that it depends on circumstances. And the circumstances and the fact that it is subjective makes it no right or wrong answer to that question. Either or is right or wrong, It all depends on the circumstances. So listen, let's say you have someone, they have a 720 credit score, correct? But they have $50,000 to $60,000 in debt. That person more than likely is gonna value that $100,000 much more than an 800 credit score, because I'm sure somewhere in their mind they're figuring, if I get this $100,000 and I pay off my $50,000 to $60,000 in debt, I'll get to an 800 credit score regardless, just by paying off my debt. So I'm sure in their mind they're thinking that. So of course they're gonna take the $100,000. It's a high possibility. Like I said, they're in the 700s already. So there's a high possibility they are gonna take that $100,000. But this is where it gets interesting, because let's take someone who's like an entrepreneur and they do something such as let's say YouTube, for instance, right? So they're pretty successful with YouTube, they're making money, and they have $400 in liquid cash. They just have $400,000, not $400,000 in liquid cash just sitting around. They have that money already, right? However, they can't get the things they want, such as a nice big house, because they don't have the credit to back them. They more than likely will pick that 800 credit score over $100,000, because they figure, I can make a $100,000 again off of my YouTube channel, or whatever entrepreneur thing or business owner or whatever, however they make their money, they probably figured they could make another $100,000. However, if they don't have any credit score, or their credit score is bad, they're gonna probably value that 800 credit score. And see, this is where I say it's subjective, and it's why I say it's subjective, because it depends strictly on circumstance. Now, if you were to ask me that question, I'm already in the 800, so of course I would pick the $100,000, because I really don't have another choice. If I wasn't in the situation, As far as my credit score, I probably still would pick the $100,000 because I figure I could do more with the $100,000, and plus I know how to work my credit score up to get it back up to a 800 or at least close. I know how to do that, and I'm knowledgeable in that. So of course I'll pick the $100,000. But pick someone who knows how to make money easily, and they know how to come across $100,000 easily. They probably are gonna value the 800 credit score more. So this is why I say it's all subjective. I don't feel like there's no right or no wrong answer to this question. I figure that it's all subjective. Like, it depends on the person's circumstance. I wish we could put this conversation to bed. I mean, I honestly feel like it's an ego contest at this point, with people answering the question and trying to condemn people for whatever their answer is. But I honestly feel like it's strictly subjective and there is no right or wrong question. And I'm putting this to bed. If someone asks me to talk about it again in the future, I may. But for now, coming from me, I'm putting it to bed. That's my answer. My answer is that it's strictly subjective. I'd like to thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe. Water your soil.